And we should be back right about now-ish. Maybe? Maybe. Let me get the ticker fixed at least. Homestuck. Like that's just an option on here. I gotta show you guys something real quick. Like, I don't have a good explanation for what I'm gonna show you. And I hope you guys can treat this as like a reward for sticking with me through everything. I thought that game was all right. Let me just say it. I don't think it's for me, and I don't think it's for a lot of people in chat, but so when me and my brother were kids, right? I'm doing this right off the top because I have a feeling that this might actually get copyright claimed. But I'm going to be playing it for you anyway. So me and my brother used to do the whole like LimeWire thing, right? And as I recall, as I remember, one time when my brother was looking for music, he found this song. And he's been looking for it for the past 4 or 5 years, right? He finally found this song, and I wanted to play it for you. It's nowhere else on the internet, as far as I can tell. And I'm low-key looking forward to getting copyright claimed on this specific song so I can find the origin of it. Because no one has heard of this song before. No one knows what this song is, but it's one of those things that my brother will quote at me, and we cannot stop laughing. No, you're not about to get rickrolled. So let me start by showing you guys something else entirely different. Billy D. Williams. So Billy D. Williams is best known for his role as Lando Calrissian, okay? This is what he looks like, okay? This is entirely relevant to the story I'm about to show you. So we found this song. I think it was like tucked in with some other thing that we were downloading, right? It's from a band called Hairlow Bones, and it's called Fist Fight. I'm gonna just crank up the audio on my phone. My brother sent it to me today. He was like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I found it on an old hard drive. Listen. I'm gonna set up for Homestuck while we do this. Just listen. You guys hear that okay? Let me move it around over here. Let me skip a bit forward. Oh, no, wait, hold. Here it is. This is where it picks up. So I low-key hope that I get copyright claim just so I can find the person who made this. He didn't mean to get this song. He was looking for some other song and found that one. God, I hope I can put that up on After Hours. I really do. I really hope you get to listen to this. Did you find it? No fucking way. Hold up. I'm gonna mute the desktop audio. Oh no, this is Homestuck music. Never mind. I thought you got me all fucking excited that we're gonna listen to Billy D. Williams at a fist fucking fight. Hairlow Bones. Fist fight. Zipzorp, thank you for the sub. That's Starbound? Okay, fine. But yeah, if anyone knows anything about Billy D. Williams in a fist fucking fight, let me know. There's no information on this song. There's absolutely no information on the origin or just it exists. Sub for Dave moments. Was that a Dave moment? Anyway. It's time for this. RC Jax, thank you for the sub. That's very kind of you. I know my brother didn't record it because the walls between our two like rooms were real thin growing up. I know for a fact he didn't. All right. I also need to hold up. I need to pull up where the fuck did I put it? Perfect fight. So good. So good. There it is. Edit with paint. There we go. Okay, cool. You get to watch one from the start. No, you miss the most important bit. Is that picture of you the one you pulled from Tumblr? No. I took it and then I put it on Tumblr. God, I need to go listen to this thing all the way through. It's 5 minutes, 35 seconds of that song. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crabby. It's not an encounter that you're looking forward to, but I would probably pull it off as long as you can manage. You have it saved to your computer? No, that was me playing it from my phone. And you have it saved to your computer? Well, I took a picture with my phone and I don't know how to sync things with my phone. And who is this young lady? This is Terezi. You're pretty enthusiastic about dragons. You have a particular affection for their colorful scales, which you gather to use to decorate your hive. Though you live alone, deep in the woods, you surround yourself with a variety of fleshy pals known as scale mates. You often spend your days with them in rounds of live-action role-playing and use them to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your friends. I feel like, okay, so I know with like JoJo there's part skippers. I feel like I've read bits of this. Like, I don't remember any of that other shit that happened, but I feel like someone sent me to this. Because I remember her, like, having Law and Order with the dragons. Doom Cup, thank you for the sub. Pyrope? I don't think I meant to skip to 5, but I just got here somehow. Because I remember that. You don't have to do that, Drew, but thank you. Weak 1 out of 10. Take that for my burp, not for you doing that. Can someone really simplify the story and start to... Okay, all right. So, Here's my understanding of the story of Homestuck so far. Drew Links, thank you for the gift subs. Everyone who just got a gift sub, you can now use the Homestuck emotes. Congratulations. So here's how it works. Here's the thing. Thank you, Drew. It's not, and that's why everyone's saying thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna give you a second to like screenshot this so you can maybe like comprehend it. This is me explaining like the timeline, the first timeline. There's another one happening which we're about to get into, but we haven't yet. Here's the blood spectrum thing, generally colored by what they're good at. So the red guys are just fucked. The orange people are good at like animals. Yellow have psychic abilities and are also good at computers. Green ones take care of the babies. Blue, like teal, is for like law and order stuff. Purple is like rich assholes. And so, but they're also sometimes juggalos. There's this. This is all happening. I don't remember who this is again, but he exists in every universe, and I gave him troll horns. Here's an explanation of the overall. This is like the most important part of the plot so far, I think. There's like this one dude, Jack, right? And he's not supposed to do anything, but in our version of the game, the version of the game that like the main characters are in, not the trolls, but the other ones, no, the Homestuck thing I got right because I remember it from Friend Sim. Anyway, this is happening. There's Battlefield. And then the Jack dude, he was only supposed to like really try and take over the kingdom, but he not only took over his kingdom, but he also took over the kingdom of the other kingdom. Then they wrecked Prospect into Battlefield, and then Durst is where the tentacle therapist is when she's asleep. There's a bunny. Banyanyans are good. This is explaining like how Dave goes back in time to become his own sprite dude. Thank you for the 200 bits. How about those Danganronpa RPG bits work? I have no idea what you're talking about. Then this was me explaining reading. This was me showing off a shirt that I have for sale. I explained towels at one point. Prince of the Moon was important. This was explaining whose game everyone was on. Because John is controlling Jade's game, who's controlling Dave's game, who's controlling Rose's game, who's controlling John's game. And they're all different aspects of something or other. Then you got like the fucking... everyone is... And then I made this definitely me and not someone else. And then... When a mom and a brother get chopped up into like goop... You get a bastard. This is me explaining Thirk Day. Elmo is here. This has not been addressed in any way, shape, or form. This is the original timeline. I don't really know how to explain this. It's just, it's happening. And, yeah, so we're here now. I hope this helped. That's my explanation of somewhere around 2,031 pages of Homestuck. Hopefully that helped. I don't feel like it did. You're pretty enthusiastic about dragons, live action role playing. You engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. Like kinky role-playing? Some people do that. You take an interest in justice, holding particular fascination for orchestrating the demise of the wicked. You've taken up studying brutal Alternian law, and you have surrounded yourself in legal books. You have no need for copies printed in troll braille because you can smell and taste the words. She's 13. I don't know. You surround yourself with legal books. You have no need for copies printed in trollbraille because you can smell and taste words. You hope one day to join the honorable ranks of the legislatures. Your troll tag is Gallo Calibrator. You speak with the numbers of the blind prophet once used. You presently the leader of the red team, poised to begin. Right. So, yeah. Okay. So far, so good. You're presently the leader of the red team, poised to begin a mysterious game with 5 other friends in direct competition with 6 of your other friends comprising the blue team. What will you do? She uses 4s, 1s, and 3s. Oh, that's some bullshit. That's a Homestuck number. I know that much. I don't know what that Homestuck number means, but it's a thing. Cuts to the chase and begin LARPing immediately. It's pretty hard to live-action roleplay when there's no one who's alive nearby, but all your scalemates are alive to you. At least you pretend to believe that to annoy people. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favorites. Okay, so I asked my brother specifically where he found that song, and he says there used to be a site called GarageBand.com. That's where I found it. I thought he got it from LimeWire. That seemed likely as well. If anyone knows that song, or maybe you even recorded it, please provide proof. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favorite scenarios, court block drama. The honorable tyranny presides. You're on trial, especially detestable fellow, Senator Lemon Snout. You have sparred with the scumbag before. Tonight he faces justice. You will play the role of the prosecuting attorney. On Alternia, there is no such thing as a defense attorney or a defense. In court block, the word defense itself is offensive. Most of the interrogation is just intimidating silence. Slap him around a bit. The dragons are kind of cute. Like the plushies. You don't want to slap too hard. Enough to sting, but not enough to bruise. It must be methodical, businesslike, and persistent. You only stop when you smell tears. Mr. Senator, you smell very nice. Your luscious yellow scales are like the sweetest gumdrops to the prosecution's nose, but your deceit stinks. Do you honestly think you could dip your copulent snout into the imperial beetle cofflers like that and get away with it? Did you think the revolting abuse... Thank you for the 1,025 gay bits. Sorry for accidentally getting hopes up earlier. I have no idea what you mean. Oh, you mean with the music? No, don't even worry about it. It's totally fine. I'm just excited to see if there is any, like, resolution to that story. Don't click. Do not click question marks. This is... Question marks is for later, not for now. 1,025 isn't a Homestuck number yet. It doesn't matter. Your seat stinks. Did you honestly think you could, Do you think your revolting abuse of the public trust would go unnoticed? Think again, good senator. While prosecution may be blind, rest assured the League of Legislators sees all. The question marks are... Click it? Half of chat is saying that it's not safe for work, so I'm gonna click it, but... Enter password. You don't know the password yet. It means you're not supposed to go to, dummy. Go back. Okay, so it's nothing yet. Should I save this page for later? I feel like I should save this page for later. It's for later. Will it tell me to go back to page 2000? Oh, wow. This is page 7,235. Okay, so anyway, going back. It will link you. Yeah, we'll eventually get back there. Yeah, we're about 5,000 something pages off of understanding what the fuck is going on with that. So cool. Thank you, Hussey, for randomly showing me something I can't interact with and don't know anything about. I'm sure I'll completely hate you for it later, as I do now. Call a witness. Oh, well played, Lemon Snout. Well played. The prosecution key witness murdered. How convenient. The court block has little choice but to acknowledge your cunning. You have earned your just a teeniest sliver of your respect back for now. But wait, it's foreshadowing. Oh my, what do we have here? Prosecution begs your pardon, dear Senator. It appears you have dropped, something. A personal satchel, perhaps, chock full of illicit embezzled beetles, of which you have an unmitigated cheek to waltz before his tyranny, concealed beneath ill-gotten finery. The prosecution requests a short recess from his honorable tyranny so that all light-abiding and mother grub-fearing citizens may go outside and puke. Trolls can have red blood. That's a good point. As a prosecutor, it is your job to reach the final verdict and sentence the reprehensible felon. With his tyranny watches in silence, he submits a grim approval. You take pity on this miserable bureaucrat. Your feelings are merciful. You give him a frightening chance. He will flip a double-headed troll Caliger to decide his fate. You do this quite often when making important decisions, kind of like Batman's nemesis Two-Face, or that guy from No Country for Old Men. But it turns out that there are a lot of badasses out there flipping coins, but those are Earth things and you never heard of them. I was gonna say, it's safe to say that you borrowed this gimmick from one of the many troll things out there that's got hard-boiled dudes flipping coins for major stakes. You base this habit on whichever one smells the most badass. What'd I miss? Billy D. Williams in a fist fucking fight? Flip. The coin tumbles in the air. Lemon Snout is sweating bullets. A favorable flip. The senator exhales in relief. What are you so happy about, Mr. Lemon Snout? You look confused. He quivers his lole proboscis at the coin. See? The coin has exonerated him. Coin? What coin? Surely you jest, Mr. Senator. The prosecution he sees no coin. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. So she is teal, which means that she is a lawyer. Thank you for the bits there, Losko Tuka. She's blind. Yeah. She's blind. Wow. How many of these does she have? Adjourn. Another triumph for justice. The court block is adjourned. You offer final salutations to his tyranny in the customary manner. It's not that customary at all. You're just kind of weird. It's just that your red chalk is the most delicious chalk. You cannot get enough of it. Anyone who says there's a more delicious chalk out there is simply reeks of deceit. Okay. You sure had to go to a lot of trouble to do that. Go get cane. Take your walking cane, which you use as a weapon, kind of like Earth Daredevil, which you've never heard of. You will use it to wall up enemies when you enter the medium. Like this. Cool, right? Beginning recruiting red team members. Your nose begins scouring your Trump roll through the saliva smears on your monitor for potential teammates, so you can start playing. No, not her. Not her either. Definitely not that guy. But how about... Okay, we can't actually read any of that. We hit 250,000 subscribers? Who did? 'Cause that ain't me. If you guys haven't seen today's highlight video, by the way, some people have requested that I do an entire stream of this sort of bullshit. That's what the highlight video is. It's of me explaining which characters that I can beat in a fist fight, which like corporate mascots I can beat in a fight. I feel like you guys would enjoy it. I want some chicken nuggets. Yes, please. Thank you. Still a great stream. Hopefully I can actually get the full stream up by tomorrow. I doubt that I'll be able to. It'll probably be a while. I think the remaining copyright claim is going to be on there until they decide to back down. Okay, how about that girl? You like to roleplay with her sometimes via chat. You're pretending to be a member of the mysterious and noble dragony race while she does her own goofy thing. You don't have it in your heart to tell her that your chat RPing is meant facetiously. You mean facetiously. I can read lead. It's fine. Do people still do, like, role plays? They do, don't they, as kids? She's a furry? Cool. Great. People still do, like, chat role plays like this. Not like RPGs, but, you know. Like this. GC lands on your whelping stoop and wraps on your cave with her noble, elegant talon, and once with her mighty snout for good measure. Saunters from her cave, a bit sleepy from a recent kill. Scalies are hotter than... I just felt all of my energy leave my system. Some of these pages are worth $25. Some of them are worth more. Some of them are worth less. Works out in the wash, I feel like. AC uses one of her mouths to lick the fresh blood off her paws, and another one to blow you a kiss. With a mighty whisk of her mighty tail, plucks the kiss out of the air mightily. Pockets the kiss in her enchanted rucksack for later. To do something magical like make a goblin wishes come true. Yes. Finds that most admirable use of a kiss. She thinks that the goblin wishes needs to come true, just like some kind of other person wishes. Okay, yeah. Pancake, thank you for the 33 months of support. She's doing it facetiously, but, like, is AC? Yeah, like, my soul is... no. It's not strong enough for some of this bullshit. I'll make it. Thank you. AC is genuine. Okay, cool. That's good for her. AC begs your pardon while she rips apart a tasty beast to prepare a meal for her cubs. Eyes the beast hungrily and mightily. Uh-oh. Eyes the cubs hungrily and mightily. Especially mightily. Don't you dare. I mean, AC shouts, don't you dare, indignantly. But it's too late. She scoops up a plump cub with her glistening majestic tail and flies off majestically. Magically. The innocent cub is crying and crying and crying. She says no, but looks a bit crestfallen. AC gets a clever idea to slake the majestic dragons from a mighty hunger. Apparently, the voxels read never finished their thing, which is interesting. Might see why sometimes. It's still ongoing. They haven't finished it yet. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. They do other stuff though. Okay. I thought it was just gonna be a while. That last panel was 7,000 something. So there's still like. Okay. Nope. Okay. All right. AC pauses a moment, nods, knowing the couple of smug grins with her face. She confirms it is indeed the bullest of bears. She instantly loses interest in the puny cub and drops it to the ground far below. But as it happens, the really cute cub lands in a bush, safe and sound. Alarming and stupendous girth settles over the succulent chlorobear steak. When she finishes the savory red meat, she lifts her proud, wise head and opens her great mouth and speaks the ancient tongue of 1,000 wisdoms. She says, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" Thank you for the bits, Tuka. AC crinkles up her nose and prepares for a really unprecedented marathon of baffling feline obstinacy. Hey, Dragon, the suitor would neither rhyme nor reason with her perplexing behavior, even for an instant. Why is she talking like that? No, that was not a real question. Do you want to play a game? Oh, hee hee. You mean a computer game? Yes, that sounds fun. You need to be on my team. Okay, you can be on my team. Team? Who else is playing? I haven't decided yet. A whole bunch of us on 2 teams. Well, that does sound like it would be a lot of fun, but I think I should go get permission first. I have a bad feeling about this. That's so stupid. He's not the boss of you. I know, but I'm still kind of scared of him, and I think perhaps it's best to just run it by him first. There's no a kerfuffle or anything. This is stupid in such a terrible myriad of dumb ways. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. You're big animals with bare hands. You kill big animals with your bare hands. And in case he lives nowhere near you, and in any case he lives nowhere near you, the whole thing is extra stupid. I know, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. I'll just mention to him casually and it'll be fine, I'm sure, and then we can go play for just a little bit. Fine. In the meantime, I'll round up some more people to play. K. Hey, Gams, you want to play a game with me? Yeah, it sounds like a motherfucking shit, but it's sure is hard for you to ignore the weird things you say sometimes. And you proceed to have the rest of this conversation we already read. No luck getting this guy to play with you right now anyway, so that... Okay. Oh, no, not Kakarot. Karkat. Karkat? Karkat. You're only going to ask him as a last resort. You wonder what he wants. You've tried to avoid mentioning... Karkat? Karat? Kakarot? Kakarot. You try and avoid mentioning the game. Hopefully he hasn't caught in wind yet. We haven't actually read this yet. Okay, cool. Hey, guess what? It's big news. Like, holy shit. Stop the press. This is the humongous deal sort of big news. I'm going to make sure that Steam is turned off. There we go. You're not the red team leader. That's me. No, wait. We did read this because he was arguing about what team he was on. Didn't we already read this? Carrot cake? No? Okay. I'll read it then. Hopefully I didn't. It's been decided on the official basis, so I guess I'm supposed to make a big stink about this and say, why I wanted to be the leader? What? No, I mean, you can, but it won't do any good because I'm the leader, because that's all there is to evacuate through the protein chute on the matter. Well, it may surprise you that I don't know that. It may surprise you to know that I don't give a crap on who gets to be the leader, because unlike you, I actually have fucking smidgen of maturity and self-respect. That's a lie. You're more of a melodrama spaz queen than me, and you know it. And stuff like you're saying's pretend stunt. It's like rocket-propelled spaz maggot, spring-loaded up the ass, and psychedelic fucking freak-out weasel on idiot drugs. So let's not even play make-believe games here, leader. Me. Cockrat, I don't care. You can be the stupid leader and just want to play this game. Okay, great. If it's any consolation, I have selected you to be my second in command. You may Do I need to censor horsecocks? Is that happening soon? I read his argument with TA. Okay, cool. If it's any consolation, I've selected you to be my second command. Don't swoon. None of these are swoonable characters. But honestly, to come up with serious responsibilities, I wasn't sure if you were up to it. How could you think that an incredible leader with all kinds of prioritization and command skills? I'm going to rock the cock off this weather vane, and then the blue team will wish they had never slithered out of their mother's grub, heinous, undelighted asshole. Do they actually, like, that's not how they breed. How much of Homestuck is doing? All of it, as far as I'm aware. Okay. Oh, she's saying swoon. Okay. Thank God. They fuck in a bucket, right? They just, like, jerk off into a bucket altogether, and then eventually, like, they have a bucket of, like, troll jizz, and that makes trolls. That's where baby trolls come from, right? Yeah, that's fucking weird. Close enough. Yeah, I don't like that was close enough. Literal cum buckets. They haven't evolved to figure out a better way of doing the cum buckets. Like it's still just like a metal bucket that you just jerk off into. I'm gonna rock the cock off this weather vane, and the blue team will wish they had never slithered out of their mother's grub's heinous, undulating asshole. So just give me the full briefing. What do you know? And the thing you'll need to know is the leader starts out by running the client application, while the lowly second in command connects to you with the server while remaining generally in awe of your manly grandeur. And you sit on the computer doing menial chores in support of the heroic escapades, which I honestly don't think you're ready for, but whatever. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was made for. Being in charge of adventure, running off and around and stuff, and fucking shit up like a goddamn hero with the Ripper Wasp in his jock. Yeah, let's get cracking here. Launch a server or whatever. I'll install the hero program. Yeah, it's the client. If you insist. Okay, so, hold up. GC. And then we want a black one going to this. And then why is Tim Allen there? Don't ask questions that you're not ready for the answer. And that's John Cusack. They're referring to this Tim Allen. You're going to need more room. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. There are a whole bunch of trolls here, so. That's fine there. You're going to need a lot of room. Alright, let's try and just move it down here. I like that I can make this infinitely sized. Thank you, Paint, for being able to do this. Why would you write, like... How are we sure that this entire fucking thing isn't just a collection of weird fetishes that Andrew Hussey has? Like, stupid words, like, made-up bullshit words, and fucking horsecock, and, like, fucking... I don't know, all of this other shit. Like, how do we know that that's not the case? There's very little proof. We aren't. Okay, well, there you go. It probably is. Thank you for the Homestuck bits. You probably think trolls are, yeah, the worker ant thing. Okay, that makes sense. I assume every work of art is a collection of the artist's fetishes. Well, did you know you could go to colinmullen.com in order to see art made by me? Not related to what you were saying, but you know. The client, if you insist, apart from me for being so dashing and it's far from me to stop you from being so dashing and courageous, but be perfectly honest, a bit handsome. Yes, exactly. Now you're making sense. This is the kind of thing that sane people say. Keep at it. There's hope for you yet. Okay, I'll try. Anything to get you from stop being such a bitch baby. From being such a baby. What's a baby? Oh, it's like a mythical little pink monkey. Something my Les's dreams about. I thought you didn't have one. I don't yet. I'm not allowed to. Why not? Well, why have you not mentioned this anyway? Honestly, Terezi, it sounds like more frothing loony block nonsense. If I ever have one, it would mean the world was coming to an end. Oh, thank God, you just said something normal. I was starting to worry there. Woo, back to sane land. It's true. We don't completely understand it, but that's what it told me. You've been stunted by living up there. The whispers of the fucking bark domes or whatever. I think my neighbor was just cold recently. Maybe I could live there. No way. Screw lawn rings. More like yawn rings. I love my tree. You're welcome to visit sometime, especially nice in the third autumn. Well, okay, well, speaking of that, I should go downstairs and deal with the grumpy customer. It's about to fondle some major seed flap, and hopefully it'll be quick. You can establish your connection to your trivial sidekick stuff. I guess I'll in the meantime. Okay. After the Night of Blood's heroic arrival in the land of Pulse Haze, you quickly craft new weapons. Home smells you later, plus some other cool stuff. Is this like a little while in the future or some shit? Like a little later. Yes. Okay. They time skipped. I see. Okay. All right. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. No, I can't see you, dumbass. Oh, yeah. Press your nose against the slobbery screen and tell me what's wrong with this picture. Smells pretty terrible. That's because you just took a hard drag on my load gaper, which is for some reason I have discovered outside of my island. You mean your toilet? Oh, excuse my disdain for your blue-blooded vernacular. What color is your blood? No. Whoa, none of your business. Red, probably. This will time skip quite a bit. Okay, good. Great. I like that. I like that any sort of logic or sense in a narrative structure is just destroyed. It's my favorite part of Homestuck, where just none of this makes any fucking sense. The only reason you'd be ashamed of your blood color is if you were red. Red is the only shit one. All of the other ones have, like, function in, like, society aside from dying. I guess it's worth not having to do things, but, you know, we don't know where the rest of the circle goes yet, so, you know. Did you really want 3 acts of this shit instead of half of one? That, you know, okay, fine. It's none of your business. Seriously, what a serious question. Was that a serious question? Unbelievable. I will find out someday. What is your obsession with colors? It's bad enough that I've waste all my hard-earned grist rambling my hive around like that, not even in the direction of the fucking gate, but then you go and spend it on an ugly paint job. I killed a lot of imps for this grist. Karkat, please, don't pretend you don't enjoy going around and killing things. That you wouldn't enjoy killing a whole lot more. Prancing around with your little sickle being all adorable. Yeah, like more adorable bloodthirsty. Or prancing around being like that, okay? Anyway, this is awful. There's no way for a leader to be treated. Sorry, this is what you wanted. Leader's the first one in. This is what the leader is supposed to do. No, this is anything but... this is anything except for what it is, bullshit. or whatever bullshit it is. A leader shouldn't be at the mercy of the hive renovation of a whimsy, psychotic blind girl. Whenever you get a chance to fuck up someone's hive, you should be the next one to connect to the client. No, you can't. You have to be the last one to connect to complete the chain. Moralize. Think of it this layer. Think of it this way: the server player has priority has to be getting in the game before I get killed by meteors. In which case, you'd be screwed in there. The next guy comes along, and then the next thing bring on the last one in. Oh wait, meteors? What the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with meteors? Oh boy, I need to get with the program. You need to get with the program, Karkat. Have you talked to someone? Apocalypsarian? Is that right? Of course not. Or TA or AG, I guess, or CA. I don't know. I don't know any of those letters. Yeah, I don't know who AA is. Alcoholics Anonymous? Is the gray guy an alcoholic? And explain his rage issues. Apocalypse Risen. Okay. I'm really there just to find a whole conspiracy thing. As I'm finding out, well, don't you talk to me and don't talk. So I don't. Why don't you just tell them I don't have to talk to any of those double talking assholes? I can't. I gotta step out of the street for a moment. When I come back, I will enter the game. See ya. A little while ago. I don't know who that is. So the frog temple is just here. Like in multiple timelines. It's in multiple places. It's not like a Earth-based thing. A new person is injured. Well, I don't know anything about them. I'm going to go with red because they're, red. I'm going to choose AA as their name because chat goes, there she is, that's AA. So, a little bit of a spoiler there. The frog temple is part of the game. It's a universal constant. Dark red? Okay. I'll choose dark red then. Is this better? And if she's not on the blue team, don't tell me. I'll find out eventually. You're not really sure why you did that. It'll probably turn out to be a reason. There's a reason for everything. Understanding this lets you be reckless, whoever you are, a little bit later. Somewhere else entirely. Rubbish from the land dwellers makes you sick, whoever you are. Later still. That's the Aquarius symbol. I get to finally meet the bastard. The bastard that everyone says that I'm like. Because I was born February 17th of 1988, that makes me an Aquarius. She'll return to the land of pulse and haze, so we can rewind a bit before all the paint got slopped on your eye and before the mysterious hole was made. Man, how'd that hole get made? It was when Karkat ran TA's cursed till death program and computer blew up. That's what happened. We'll see this happen. It'll be startling and unexpected. Deal with crabby customer. You go downstairs and confront your custodian, which is another term for the frightening beast known as the Lusus Nature. Naturate? Your Lusus, I'm just going to call it a Lusus. Your Lusus has looked after you ever since you were young in lieu of biological parents whom you have never known. No young troll has ever known his or her blood parents, nor could such a lineage ever be accurately traced. Adult trolls supply their genetic materials in the filial pails carried by imperial drones and offered to the monstrous mother grub deep underground in the brooding caverns. She then combines all the genetic material into one diabolic, incestuous slurry with layers of hundreds of thousands of and lays hundreds of thousands of eggs at once. So it's like bukkake, except for that's how they propagate the species. Can we not? No, no, I don't get a choice in these things. I hate these words you've said. No, I hate them too. Institutionalized bakake buckets with robots. Bakake, but you feed it to a giant bug. Rev, don't say that. No, 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 no. I'm just explaining what Homestuck is. I'm explaining to you what Homestuck is, and this is what you get. If you want to hear me talk about Homestuck, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain it to you in simple terms that I understand. And if that means that we're going to have to call this Bakake, it's normal for them. Okay. As any institutionalized behavior would be. Chat, should we make Rev watch that one good fanimation, that one troll thing that Hussey said was canon? But Rev, you don't understand what Bakake is. It's unethical to speak of Homestuck like this. No, Homestuck is like this, and it deserves for me to talk to it like this. Not yet? Okay. Eggs hatch into young larval trolls and wriggle out wriggle out to locate cozy stalactites from which they spin their cocoons. After they pupate, the young trolls with his or her newfound limbs undergo a series of dangerous trials. If they survive, they are chosen by the member of a diverse, terrifying subterranean monsters populations native to Alternia. So I know all of this. I know all of this from Hive Swap. This creature becomes the troll's lusus. I remember the buffalo from Hive Swap, so I know that much. The creature becomes the troll's lusus, and together they surface and choose a location to build the hive. The building process is facilitated by carpenter droids left on the planet to cater to the young, but only for building. They're on their own otherwise. A vast majority of adult trolls are off-planet, serving some role in the forces of ongoing Imperial conquest, besieging other star systems in the name of Alternian glory. The culture of and civilization on homeworlds is maintained almost entirely by the young. Trolls sure are weird. The animation literally goes at the end of Act 5. Okay. S. You leap into a domestic fray in an attempt to mollify your nannying aggressor. After a lot of kicking and fussing and gnashing of teeth and carapace, you pull a few chilled roux cubes from your fridge and settle the beast down. Trolls leave their custodians to have a particular arrangement of codependence. The lusus behaves as a lifelong bodyguard, caretaker, visceral sort of mentor, while the young troll must learn to function as a sort of zookeeper. We agree that this conflict is not a big deal enough to warrant a detailed examination of the action and embedded musical accompaniment. We also agree that while that would have been pretty sweet, we're also in kind of a hurry, but it would also be accompanied by something audible, and it would probably sound like this. Can I listen to this without copyright claims? Probably. We decided to listen to that track. Close your eyes and imagine what it would have been. Wow, it's sure awesome. Anyway, moving on. The only copyrighted track, I beg to differ. So it's not a big deal because it allowed me to. I was still able to like put the video up, but you know that song in the last one of these that I did, like the vocal cover of whatever the fuck that was. From Con Air, which I feel like I have to watch now just to understand the plot of this. it got like it got a new type of copyright claim that I've never seen before. And it basically was like, would you like to share the revenue with the original rights holder because this is a cover? And it's like, I guess? It's really weird. I've never seen that kind of copyright claim before. I've been doing this for almost a decade, and I've never seen that shit before. In fact, we're in a hurry, so you can almost say we need to get moving. On the double. Share revenue equals take all the money? No. Most of the time, they just take all the money. I've never seen it actually go share it. Watch Con Air and do a watch along like JoJo. Speaking of JoJo, I realized how many I need to watch. I'm apparently going to be gone on vacation for 16-ish days at the end of this month. So I'm going to try and make sure there's one every day. I'll divide it up as evenly as possible. We'll see, though. Being gone for 16 days is going to be a issue. This is a pretty cool dude, okay? Some people might think he's cool sometimes. He guesses they're right. I feel like there's parallels to all of the children back on Earth. Like, fucking A and Rose. Like, they got similar energy. And then, like, I'm doing some, like, Rev moments. Like, I feel like there's similarities here. They got vibes. They got vibes going on. John is blue, apparently. And then this guy, who I'm just gonna be like, it's close enough. Dave, you see what I mean? And then Elmo is just Elmo, because Elmo is Elmo in every timeline. I don't know if we've met. Like, no, we have met. What's her name? CG. She's sort of the, or GC. She's sort of the, Jade of this, troll thing. Elmo's a universal constant. Yes. This is my understanding. Like, I feel like there's some similarities. Maybe it's just lazy writing. I have a feeling it's not. Anyway, screw the haters. Anyway, he stands around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes, and they're not moping about or nursing migraines or whatever. Like a cool dude like this probably had a cool name, or at least a name that doesn't belong or doesn't completely suck. Like, at least not some kind of name that belongs to someone that you'd think you'd want to perpetually wail on. Just a name that makes you cringe a little, but, like, you guess you can deal with it if you got to. Like, that's this guy's name. It's not like it really matters. Who cares? He probably wouldn't even tell you what it was if you asked. He'd probably be too moody for that. In fact, this guy probably thinks you've got attitude and probably doesn't want a damn thing to do with you. You could always try to guess his name, but instead of that, here's a better idea. Why don't you just fuck off and go to hell? Here's name. Name this kooky broad instead. Okay. What's her name? Wait, you gotta be kidding me. It looks like we're going back to the other guy again. Okay, hang on. The kitty face, though. Best troll, sweet baby. Cutest troll, best girl. It appears to be a cool, moody dude who'd change your heart. It feels pretty bad about flying off the handle like that, as if that shit had wanted nothing to do with the handle. Would like to reconcile with the handle and perhaps seek marital counseling. What was his name gonna be? His name is Sollux Captor. Your apeshit bananas about computers. You know all the codes. All of them. Okay, so that's TA then, yeah? Because he's the only gold blood that we know who's good at computers. All right. You are unchallengedly authority on apiculture networking. And though all your friends recognize your unparalleled achievement as a totally sick hacker, you feel like it could be better. It's like one of those number of things that you're sort of beat yourself up about for no very good reason during sporadic and debilitating bipolar mood swings. You have a penchant for bifurcation in logic and in life. Thank you for the Homestuck bits. Anal? What? Is that your name? Did I get that right? Here's a fun fact. Sollux Captor and Pollux Castor with the S and the P switched around. Uh, it's just Pollux Castor. Okay, sure. I like how he gave me like 7 cents or 8 cents, and then it's like, you're now anal. Anna LRK. Okay, that makes more sense. I will accept this. Pollux and Castor are the Gemini constellation. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Anna. I feel like that was unfair of you. Rev is a bully. I'm very sorry. I don't mean to be. I'm just stupid, and it comes out as mean. Anyway, your mutant mind is hounded by psychic screams of the immediately deceased. Your visions foretell the planet's. I had a dyslexic moment. I'm very sorry. Your mutant mind is hounded by psychic screams of the immediately deceased. Your vision foretells of a planet looming annihilation. Yet, unlike typical sightless prophets of doom, you are gifted with vision twofold for now. You have developed a new game and adapted the code parsed from runes and glyphs of the ancient underground temple. You believe this game to be the salvation of your race, though you do not know how. You're not sure how yet. To ensure success, you will distribute the game to 2 teams of friends, red and blue. You will lead the latter group. Your troll tag is Twin Armageddons. You tend to speak with a bit of a lisp. What will you do? Equip throwing stars to strife Spectibus. Why would you do that? High-level psionic has no use for particular Spectibus allocation. Fling Star's Spectibus ward. You make short work of the Spectibus. Oh, God. One of your B-house mainframes and the skull comb was sliced clean through by your foolish maneuver. What were you thinking? The workers pair up and dance angrily messages in binary. Fuck off. Fuck off. Binary code. Taste honey. No, you do not, under any circumstances, eat mind honey. The consequences are highly unpleasant. You cultivate this honey for your lusts. It helps him to not be such an idiot all the time. Merely most of the time, instead. Calm those bees down. Nap time. Sollux, get to work at computer. You're always up to your nook in the newest, hottest games. It's hard to walk around in this place without squishing them. Whenever that happens, you're screwed. You just have to grow a new one from scratch or pirate it, you guess. Tonight is no night for games. Well, it is, but just one game in particular. This game is no joking matter. It is a delirious bug nasty. Recruit team leader. Wait a minute. Nook sucker means dick sucker, doesn't it? Fuck you, whoever made me do that. 10 Foliage, thank you for the 3 months of support. Homestuck is my favorite anime. I never changed the going live notification, did I? Kind of. More like puss sucker. Nooks are the other one. That's an innie, not an outie, but similar. Bulge is dick. Sollux has got a innie downstairs mix up. TZ, you want to be you want to be the leader of one of the teams? You mean for the game to save the world? Yeah. Okay, I picked the red team. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about the red team or even that there were two teams, but fine. Obviously, you're going to set up the red and blue teams. Come on. Yeah, it was pretty good. That had sustain. It had a lot going on for it. Come on. That was like a 9. That was at least a 9 out of 10. That wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it had some potential. You know? Thank you. That one was a good one. I like that one. Yeah, manly, guttural. Like a man. Little Nekomaru industry there. Obviously, you're going to set up the red and blue teams. Come on. You don't know what I'm going to do. Stop being as if you can read my mind. It's not a power you have. Your strength are being blind and tricking people into stuff. And I guess generally being savvy and pretty decent at other stuff. When am I picking on you and not some other fucking schlub from Row? Sollux, please. You are Mr. Appleberry Blast, and everyone knows that those are your favorite colors, even though you type in yucky mustard, which is weird. Maybe there's more to me than you think. I'm not the two-trick hoofbeat that you want to make me out as. But we do know what they're called because they're sweared about constantly. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I just want to give 2 red and blue things a rest and for a change and make it like, oh look, there's that predictable fuck with those 2 stupid colors. It's amazing how everyone fucking hates him. Maybe red and blue aren't that great, and I hate them suddenly. Have you thought about that? Maybe I'm more of an Abergreen guy. Plus, whatever putrid color you type with what is that, turquoise? Maybe it's making me turquoisey. How many trolls have been revealed so far? These. Maybe a new name for that color is summer shithead mist. Have you considered that? Maybe it's sticking with red and blue because so maybe you should suck on it. Maybe it's such a stupid word. Maybe that's the big maybe that we should all ponder on tonight over some hot shut the hell up tea. I see. Sorry, that one took me a minute. So you think I'm savvy? Yeah, I think so. Pick whatever the team you want for the red team, and I'll lead the blue team. I'll send you the download soon. Talk to you later. Wait, maybe you should tell me more about the game first. How exactly are we saving the world? I don't know yet. Just know so he got the code from, like, the Rosetta Stone, basically. Like the troll equivalent of the Rosetta Stone. He was reading hieroglyphics off the wall somewhere. He was like, yes. Not only is the end of the world coming, I made a sweet computer game. Sure, why not? I don't know, it's just what I've seen in my visions. The world will end and our whole race will die. Our whole race dies. This is it. This is how we save it. Can you back me up and do this so I don't have to be doubting me about it? No, I'm not doubting you. I think you're right, mostly. What do you mean, mostly? What does that mean? Well, when we talk about how you're going to die, too. Well, I am going to die. We all are. But especially me. I'm going to die and get my ass served to me twofold. Double the service. Like 2 dudes on the double Butler Island. getting worked over by the Siamese twins. Maz. I don't know. But before I die, I'm gonna go to. I'm going to go blind like you. It has to happen like that. I'm not sure why. I think it's like fulfilling some requirement of a true prophet of doom. In order for the visions to be right, it has to happen. Like the universe will make sure it happens. It's kind of like that the prophet earns his stripes by being blind, like how an angel earns its wings. What's an angel? Some sort of terrible mythical demon. Awful feathery wings. Yeah, angels in actual like biblical lore are fucked up looking. Have you actually read the Bible? No one has. I did, because I was a good Christian boy at one point, but they're fucking weird looking. But like it's like there's just like there's just wings and fucking eyes. Like, let me do some like angel fan art real quick. It's like this. Rev has an angel sona. I've read the Bible. It's a different thing. And then there's like rings and shit going on. And anyone who looks at it goes absolutely insane. Like, the first thing that angels say in the Bible always is like, do not be afraid. And it's because they look like this. They look like crazy psycho creatures. And then the first thing they think to say is, don't be afraid. I know I look fucked up, but trust me, I'm not. I'm legit. And then you have to kind of just take their word on it. Like, yeah, all right. Sure. Who's my favorite character in the Bible? Like that one bit where Jesus knocks over a whole bunch of tables in the church because he's pissed off about them using money or using the church as a means to make money. That was cool of Jesus. I wonder if anyone has looked into that and whether or not it's fucked up to use the Bible to make money. That was cool. It'd be fucked up if people were, using that as a means to, like, make money now. Like, excessive amounts of money. That'd be messed up. It's weirdly relevant, that part of the Bible. There's another bit of the Bible where Jesus is a baby. He's like a kid. This is like non-canonized. No one would ever do that. Yeah. A bit on the nose, but okay. Yeah. I like the clay pigeon story. Non-canon Bible. Yes. Did you guys know the term canon comes from... That's where the term canon comes from. Like when you go, oh, this is not canon to the Homestuck timeline. That's referencing biblical shit. The Bible was so good. Where's the Bible 2? I think that was the New Testament. Paradox Space and Usherin, and how does know what an angel is? So yeah, we all die, but especially me. End of story. But don't take this the wrong way. But how can you be totally sure about all that? How do you know that some real visions you're having aren't some getting tangled up with, like, I don't know, sort of the way you are about yourself? Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you get all mopey and you're always a victim of something, and sometimes you think you suck when you really don't? Maybe it's clouding your vision? Okay, that's just some personal, private emotion issues, and I'm dealing with that. And honestly, I'd appreciate it to not throw it in my face every goddamn time opportunity you get. Like, this is a big circus act to you. And I especially, like, that is your special clown pie. See? God, so sensitive. Seriously. Talk to AA. She will corroborate everything. It's not like you and she are pretty tight, aren't you? Weird prayer? Bible legends. I don't know much about the Bible, aside from what I was just telling you. I don't think that's a prayer. Pretty sure it's not. No, a lot of weird, like, southern prayers. Like, may God turn the hearts of those who stand against us, or at least their ankles, so we know them by their walk. Seriously, okay, not really anymore. She used to be a lot more fun, but now just talking to her, I don't know. It's somehow makes me sad. Well, tonight's not so fun. This is serious, deliriously so. We're smearing shit stain city. Screw your shit stains. I'll have a fucking blast and you can't stop me. Blue team scum. Oh yeah. Shit, it's on. Sucks. Sucka. I think I might be stopping here in a minute because I feel like I'm like half alive. Con Air is integral to understanding the Bible. Okay, that was completely meaningless. What was the point? Whoever you are. Duke. That's the sound ferrets make, apparently. Duke. Is it because of AC? I'm not gonna lie, the whatever the fuck that was earlier really took it out of me. The Bible has a lot of bits that are kind of like, eh. I generally recommend, like, just a cultural relevance point that you read the bits where it's like, gay people are bad, is the same chapter as don't eat pigs, or shellfish, or wear mixed thread fabric. Like, those are all equal sins. So, and that was Old Testament anyway. Jesus came along later and he was like, listen, just don't be a fucking asshole, okay? And everyone was like, well, what about this? And he was like, no, just don't be an asshole. That's how you get to heaven. And I'm going to go ahead and die now, so that way that's fine. Except where it was weirdly translated wrong. Yeah, there's that too. So it's like, you know, if you're going to treat the whole gay thing as a thing, you definitely have to not wear mixed fabrics and also shellfish and also not... There's a lot of things in that section. My point is that, like, you know, that's culturally relevant right now because people use that as a reason to be an asshole. Deal with Apocalypse Arisen. Considering that multiple people can read the same Bible and not be an asshole leads me to believe that people are just being an asshole and using the Bible as a reason to not get, like, yelled at. Like, oh, it's just my religion. I'm just a prick for no reason because God tells me to be. I know plenty of religious people who aren't pricks about stuff like that. That's an active decision by people. And if they actually read the goddamn Bible, they'd know that. Did you set up the teams? Still working on it, but more or less. I'm going to read the rest of this page, and I think I'm probably going to, like, have my brain stall out and die. We should all be playing soon. I guess I'll be leaving this dimension. Is that what happens, right? Yes. So I guess I should be pretty happy when it finally get out of here. I don't know about that. Oh, will you at least be able to leave the voice behind? I don't know about that either. Isn't that kind of depressing? I thought that they might really stay with you until you die. Not really. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a lot of things, even our inevitable failure. though it would be briefly masqueraded as victory. Wow, fuck. That was way more depressing than the thing that I just said. Terezi was right. You're such a drag to talk to these days. She was right about a lot of things. What a mysterious thing to say. I'm so intrigued. Do me a favor and spare me your spooky conundrums tonight. You're kind of pissing me off. You like to do, but you like to talk to me. It's a fact, not a question. They told me. The source has spoken. They relay a message for me. Yeah, see, this is again what I'm talking about. See, like, Rose talks to, like, spooky voices from beyond. Just like this girl. Do me a favor, but you talk to me as if this is a fact, not a question. The source has spoken. Relay the message for me. Tell them to go haunt my huge creaking bone bulge. So he has a bone bulge now. They're just splitting up whether or not they have bone bulges or nooks. We don't have a shipping grid yet. I know of shipping, I just don't know of it yet. Does that make sense? Like, I had it explained to me in the I don't know anything about Homestuck video, but they got both. Why not both? That's a good question. I think everyone has both. That would make more sense. If the entirety of your species is birthed from one creature that, you know, like, is the mother of everything, the whatever it's called. Draw your own predictive shipping grid. Okay, sure, fuck it. All right, so here's me predicting the shipping grid. All right, so it's like one of those things like Darwin's like thing, like when you cross like two different things, you whatever it's called. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I don't. I'm tired. Pundit squares. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. And so you got black, you got red, and one of them I vaguely remember this. It's like this sort of yeah, Darwin's shipping grid. That. You remember that from the thing? Okay, so you got this. I know this much of it. You got different relationship types, and one of them is like, this one's just like love. This is like normal ass love, and then this one is like, friend. And this is like hate fuck, and then this one is like, I don't know. Darwin's shipping grid. That's what I'm going with. Well, I don't know that yet. But that's as far as I expect it to be. So I'm good with that. Did Hussey explain that the from spring trolls have two dicks? One hate, one love? Okay. I'll remember this part of the Bible. The Bible's a fucking weird ass book. Once you get to Darwin's shipping grid, things go, like, real fucking weird. People don't usually read to that point. Because there's all this, like, John beget James and James beget Scott or whatever. And he gets to the part where this shipping grid comes up, and it's just like, whoa. Even the Pope hasn't read that far into the Bible. No one has. Why don't you like to talk to me? I don't know. Maybe it's because you're supposed to have the world together, and I also talk to you because, in case you haven't noticed, I despise myself and perpetually seek to duplicate through emotional pain and cacophony of physical pain my hideous mutant brain causes me every day. Oh God, I just had a breakthrough. Thank you so much for this. It was great. It was a joke. Here, type ha, ha. Now type it again, ha. There you go. Now you're officially the life of the party. Just took an embarrassing video of you cutting loose there. Boy, I sure hope this juicy nugget doesn't wind up on the internet. Sollux, I actually would like it if you were happy. Okay, thank you for saying so. You seem sad and angry all the time. What does anger feel like? Have you never been angry? I don't even remember getting angry about anything. Maybe I never was. I feel like I once was though. Once. Why don't you ask Karkat? He's angrier than me. For that matter, why don't you get on his case about this instead of mine? I think his anger serves a greater purpose. It's a part of our destiny, and thus it's part of his destiny and thus ours. It will help him to sabotage his own designs, which are very much in opposition to the broader purpose, and will sow seeds of our failure. A failure which will ironically prove to be mission critical. I think we're gonna fail. If you think that we're gonna fail, why wouldn't you get mad about this? The voice sending you down the blind alley the whole time. They never lied, though. This is how it had to be. I have to be totally honest. At no point did I lie. But through omission, this game will not save the world. The fuck? And though it's still very important, even though our defeat, unfortunately, it is much closer to serving it as an instrument of our people's demise than of our salvation. And we 12 will behave simultaneously as pawns and orchestrators of their undoing. Omami, thank you for the sub. This is some time cube shit. The buck? Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck about spoilers. Are there any mods in chat that can ban this AA chick? She's doing spoilers. 2092 is a good spot if you want to stop. I feel like I should probably stop because I feel like I'm not really providing good quality service anymore. The role play really took it out of me. Today took it out of me, but mostly the role play. Who cares? I'm yanking at the grub tube of this overpunctured bitch. I'm telling the red team leader to forget the whole thing. I'm quitting as blue team leader. If you want to shamble through the macabre fantasy of yours, Solo, be my guest. You're never going to be the team leader, though, which is to say, the first to enter. Are you messing with me? You do realize I'm psychic, too. I could pull out so much trippy shit out of my spinal crevice. It would make your head spin like a dervish in a fucking blender. Get off your high hoof beast. I'm coming up. Huh? Up where? Hello? Abort. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here because I want to make sure that whatever's coming up, we read well. This month I'm going to be doing a lot of horror games. And I'd hope that you guys come by for those as well. I'm going to quickly check and see if there's any art. Because I feel like a lot of information is happening right now, and I don't want to, like, incorrectly read it. Does that make sense? Like, if we're all of this is important, I don't want to read it wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's so shit. I have to show it to you. Calibrated Gallows submits this very accurate Homestuck art, and it's of me, but it's Terezi or whatever her name is, the blind chick, trying to like make fun of Dave. It's good. I like it. What the fuck kind of... What is this from? It's incredibly accurate to the aesthetic. Masturbation, abortion, oral sex, anal sex, gender identities. That's all in like one clusterfuck of a pit. Comprehensive sex education. You're just pushing a child off a cliff. Wonderful. Wonderful conservative propaganda. Enter the pit. We've got this one from Zicky, proving that like color palettes are amazing and they could be done well if you so desire. Someone clip Rev saying that. No, that's all right. We don't need to. Sniff. What is he? Oh, He's sniffing the yellow, the one that got thrown off the cliff. Or not the cliff. The one that got hung. It's perfect. It's got a little bit of a Gorilla's art style thing going. Lemon snout. Their Twitter is this. Again. She hung him from the gallows. It's very quality art. Thank you for the quality arts. Okay. I think I'll leave it with that for tonight. Just one quick last note for you guys that weren't here for the beginning of the stream. Just a wonderful song by Hairlobe Bones playing us out. I'm gonna figure out someone to host in the meantime. I'm gonna raid someone randomly. Enjoy whoever this is. See you in a minute. I'll see you Monday with Minecraft. Good night, y'all.